As digital transactions continue to skyrocket, we need to think carefully about the principles and values being embedded into digital systems. Without strong guiding principles and values for these systems, we risk empowering malign actors instead of the people lifting themselves out of poverty. We risk enabling surveillance and digital authoritarianism instead of personal freedom and financial inclusivity. And we risk the wrong kind of systemic change by destabilizing the financial system and entrenching existing inequalities. The UN Principles for Responsible Digital Payments provide a vision for a safe and inclusive system that can prevent these risks from becoming a reality. The principles are to treat users fairly, ensure that digital funds are protected and accessible, prioritize women, safeguard client data, and design products for diverse users. The UN also recommends transparency, particularly on pricing, more interconnected systems, making customer service clear, quick, and responsive, and championing accountability across the different chain of providers. But principles alone aren't enough. The United States, its allies, and the private sector need to invest in a global digital public infrastructure that reflects these principles for them to work.
Digital public infrastructure is really the shorthand for those foundational platforms that underpin a lot of economic, social, and public service delivery. There's a movement right now to think about open digital systems, right, and open standards. And that instills a really key safeguard in terms of being quite transparent and making sure that not only data security are up to snuff, but that you're designing the systems in ways that maximize participation by as many people as possible, that deliver as much agency to people as possible, that ensure these competitive markets, and really that instill trust in the digital systems. So development finance institutions and other types of grant-making organizations actually have a very important role to play. And they've got a lot of the tools already in their toolkit because there's so much that needs to be done around capacity building to make sure that both the safeguards and the enablers are built into both the technology, but also into the systems themselves, the policy and regulatory wrappers. There's standard setting. DFIs can be very helpful in promoting those types of standards that do promote inclusion and safeguard privacy. Then, another really important element that donors are starting to think about now is investing in some of the upstream infrastructure. There is a lot that could be done in terms of investing in that foundational interoperable layer that allows for more competition, more innovation, and more inclusion. So I think DFIs have a big role to play, actually, and it will become increasingly important going forward.
Digital payments are already transforming the world. Investing now to make sure that change is a positive one is a price well worth paying.